Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like it could be one more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. Because those Giants shocked the Patriots in their perfection. Now, lesser-known Tom Brady, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
The final two teams remain. Only one will be a champion. And we're off in the Super Bowl. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. It helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
319!
First down throw here by Rodgers. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down. Rodgers from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
8 yards on.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Now, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Purdy throwing here to start. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
4 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10.
Purdy throwing here on first. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Get set.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
From the gun, it gets to Gainwell. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. So that brings us to the end of the first quarter in the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start out with a 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Now Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's into the end zone for the pick six for San Francisco. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers coming back after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 35. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now here's Rodgers. Finds the in route complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They bring Thielen in motion right. Rodgers gonna throw on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out comes the San Francisco 49ers offense, and in a nod to their fans, the faithful Brock, wearing their alternate black rivalry jerseys this week. A callback, as you know, to the days of Rice, Montana, Young, and company, leading them to those 5 Super Bowl titles. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Second and 3 now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go now. Cowboy.
Play fake, Jones. Looking to his fullback now. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Get set.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. He'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked up by Peyton Wilson! And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Taking a shot deep here. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. And he's into the end zone for the pick six for San Francisco. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick six to watch.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Steelers 7. Pinheiro sends it here.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Back to the air following that pick six. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
12 yards.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
First down.
So first down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
He put everything he had in. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the 49ers are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Short pick up to their own 31. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Movement.
From the gun is Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
The pistol, McCaffrey. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Offense up to the line fast. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. We'll bring up third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Watch out!
Third and long, Purdy. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Piniero's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
On the return, here's Gainwell. He's brought down just inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, how to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down. Here's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Blue 58!
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, no No doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Purdy looking to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third and just 2 to go.
Get set.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Looking quickly here.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard
Purdy throwing here on first. On the move, headed right. Gets him on the in route. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The 49ers have it with the lead and a chance to be the 3rd team ever to win 6 titles. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Outside. Watch out.
Purdy gonna look to run. They pitch it to him. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I'm going to imagine when they rep that one during the week, Kate, it looked really good down here in goal to go red zone situations. That did not.
2nd and goal back to all the way up to the 14 here.
Get set. Yellow. 18.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal.
21.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers make it a 24-point ball game.
Steelers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't putting into this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
It's empty in the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on